Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. We are from Group 1, and today we would like to present our analysis on ELT journal. Next. Our members consist of Adelia, Rizka Aulia, Insan, and Albert. We are assigned to analyze Japan Association for Language Teaching, or JALT journal, issue 43, number 1 and 2 in the year 2021, and we discuss the emerging trend of issues covered by articles in the journal volumes, the most issues that is addressed in the articles, and the last is the pattern for the keywords addressed by the articles. And this slide will be presented by Adelia.
Okay, thank you so much, Insan, for the opportunity. So this is the list of the articles by the focus of the study. There is English language teaching and English language skills. For English language teaching, there are two articles. The first one is identifying emerging leaders in small groups in the language learning classroom, an exploratory study, and students' experience of English medium instruction classes in medical school in Japan. And for English language skills, the first article is Teaching Pronunciation is Always on My Mind, a 5-year-long longitudinal study on a Japanese English teachers developing practices and cognition about pronunciation. The second one is Promoting Assistant Foreign Language Teachers in Japanese High Schools, focus on the hosting of Japanese teacher. The third one is The Effect of Written Corrective Feedback on Japanese ELT students' writing. And the last one is Enhancing Situational Willingness to Communicate in Novice EFL Learners through Task-Based Learning. Next. So we move to the emerging trend of the issues covered by the articles in the journal volumes. Next. So this is the first article, and the emerging trend issue in this article is about teaching pronunciation that is growing rapidly in Japan and crucial for Japanese English learners to achieve understandable speech. Next. And this will be delivered by Insan.
Thank you, Adelia. And for this article, the emerging trend is, as a result of this tendency, JTEs may choose to adapt by improving their teaching skills or enhancing their own spoken English skills in order to fulfill society's changing demands. Next. For this article, this research has implications for both pedagogy and future directions. Teachers who share the study's Japanese EFL setting should approach written corrective feedback with caution and examine if their context is likely to be conducive to student absorption of such feedback. Next. And this will be delivered by Rizka.
Thank you, Insan, for the opportunity. And then for the next article is the situational nature of willingness to communicate with WTC in language learning, that few studies have explored the possibility that a language teaching approach aimed at fostering communicative language use can effectively influence and thus facilitate a second language WTC development as is emerged in context or situational WTC. Next. And then for this article is students work together in small group in the language classroom. A single student often emerges as a group leader, and the teacher should construct group based on roles adopted by students. And this advice is based on the assumption that leaders emerge and that the teachers can identify leaders in their own classroom. Next. And then for this article is a growing number of universities in Japan have adopted English medium instruction, or EMI, and start offering classes in English. While the literature includes several case studies on student experience at a single institution, very few studies have attempted to compare those at different institutions or in different departments. Next. And then the most issues that is addressed in this article will be presented by Albert.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rizka. Next, now, the most issue that addressed in this article is about English language skill in EFL classrooms. English language skill has become a new trend in EFL context because it believes an effective approach to develop student communicate competence and the ability to use English to gain access to social, vocational, educational, or professional opportunities. The article's attempts to provide more vivid understanding of its implementation in an EFL context. Next, and we are looking for the pattern for the keywords addressed by the articles. All the keywords that were addressed by the article are in accordance with the purpose and the research question of the articles, and the keywords itself are defined by the field, topic, and purpose of the articles. That's all for our presentation. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.